This is a May Day alert. I'm going to be raising the alarm for May, September, and October. 30th of April, 2019, and it is May somewhere in the world. Looks like it's May already in Venezuela. There's a coup going on, but people that are leading it are trying to say that it's something else. Alright, so I'm going to pause just for a second and ask, who is this guy? Did Juan Guaido just hire McGruber? Nonetheless, we'll see how it works out. It looks like there's already been a couple people that were killed, and they'll never see what happens to this whole process. A couple other things that are looming. We got oil prices are off to the races in one article. I definitely suggest you keep an eye on the barrel of crude. It's currently at $74 a barrel, and that's going to be a key indicator of how quick this thing starts to fall apart. It looks like back in 2008, it went up to $94 a barrel, and there was a lot of predictions that it would go a lot higher, but the economy buckled underneath the pressure. Now, don't be fooled, because just a year before, in 2007, the Dow hit its pre-recession high and closed at 14,164. Like I said, a year later, 2008, September 29th, that's when the stock market crash happened. Now, this other chart says it peaked in July 2008, and that would have been several months before the 2008 September crash. So let's look for the adjusted inflation price of $110 to $147 per barrel price. And it very well could get up there because we're not exactly best friends with the Saudis anymore. And we have to ask ourselves, is this why we're having a lot of problems and maybe even push towards conflict with Iran? Geopolitics are a very complicated thing. And it looks like Ohio's getting ready for something. I'm sure they had these grants. There's a request for them in the past. BWC provides $2.7 million in grants to law enforcement, mainly for upgrading of bulletproof vests. Now, the current standard of bulletproof vests across Ohio, it looks like it was hand pistol, low caliber weapons, and with this bill, it will provide protection that would include our high caliber rounds. I'm sure that's 7.6256, your typical higher caliber rounds. And there was a story that came out of here not too far away with an officer that was undercover. And it just killed me to see the story when it came out in the news because he didn't even have a vest, not even the lowest level vest. I think they're level 1, 1A or something like that. Essentially, the kid he was chasing pretty much shot behind his, just free aimed, just shot wildly. And he had a 25 caliber. One of the shots he fired off just hit the right place, killed the undercover officer, and that was it. He left a wife behind who was in the police academy at the time, and I think she graduated shortly thereafter. So these vests are critical for the police officer to have, and it's good that they're equipping them. And the fact that they're equipping them now, well, there's a lot of things going on that looks like there's preparation going on across the country. Yeah, so none of this is going to be directly from the playbook. We should expect the unexpected at this point because there's things that are happening that haven't happened in history. We have 2 cyclones hitting the east coast of Africa. Currently, I'm getting word that out of the Philippines, there's an increasing amount of rain that's suggesting that the rainy season has already started. That's a whole month ahead. And what that means for our own systems in our own East Coast with regards to the Gulf and Florida, well, that's what it looks like. It could be an early hurricane season. And I'm guessing everybody could guess it since we did have that oddball tornado in February.
Yep.
Earthquakes that are popping up and they're above average from the looks of things. Being outside of our own country at this point in time is not too wise. I know the politics would definitely suggest being in certain places at certain times, but keep your eyes open, stay prepared, and always pray.